Hey everybody. So today I am out at Squaw Creek Golf Course out in Fort Texas. It's part of one of the first tee in the Learning Center. They've got a great little practice area there, so I find myself there from time to time. So this is my typical warm-up that I'll go through whenever I'm going out to play around. First thing I like to do is just get a set of 8 balls. So you'll see in these I tend to use 8 a lot. So first set of 8, and I just do a little drill where I go all the way around. This is really good for me because it kind of gets me obviously an idea of pace. I'm looking at grain on the greens. Sometimes I'm looking at the way the grain is. Is it all one direction? Sometimes you'll see little spots in some golf courses where the grass has grain changing a lot, say within like a 5 or 6 foot pace. It's going different directions. But again, right here, I'm trying to get a little bit of rhythm. You'll find when I walk around, I'll always kind of just swipe the face of my putter, just like I'm actually on the course. That's kind of my routine. And so I'm stepping up. These are some of the harder putts for me, these downhill sliders. So I want to see how my eye's looking for these. Is the ball coming off on the line that I'm expecting? When I step into it, is it something where I'm tugging it? Am I pushing it? Am I not reading the grain right? So these are really good. And, more than anything, honestly, it builds confidence, right? So if you can get out and you can make a handful of these, normally I don't make them all. Normally I miss, say, 1 or 2. If I miss the first one, honestly, I'm going to start the drill over again. I hate starting on a miss. Oh, if you watch my last episode with Joel Thielen, where I'm working on putting, this is the same putter. I actually extended it out a little bit. I didn't get it extended all the way when I was trying to swap the grip out myself. It just kind of got stuck part of the way through, so I had to cut maybe a half inch off the top of the grip. So I'm still kind of casting my wrist a little bit there, but it has helped me a lot. It's quieted it down. So here's the last one. I'm almost done through my 8. I'm feeling pretty good right now. The ball's coming off good. It's going where I'm looking. My pace feels decent. So we make those, and now I move on to the bigger circle. So this is a circle where this is kind of like my birdie zone, par save zone. The other one more is like a tap-in zone where, you hit, a longer putt, and you're in that, say, inside a 2-3 feet area. You're just trying to make those. So when I'm over these, see, there you go. Okay, I'm going to start over again on those. But so this is the area where, maybe we got near a par 5 and 2 and chipped up. So I got to look at birdie. Maybe this was a longer bunker shot and I'm not very close. So, I'm trying to save par. So a lot of times on these, I'll try to create little scenarios in my head and work through them. Sometimes try to create that, if you can, create that nervousness, create a little bit of a pressure, try to find yourself in a moment in your mind at least. But again, so same thing, just as these stretch out, I'm thinking, okay, we had the first round of 8. Now I'm a little further away. How much is that changing? Is my pace still good? Am I banging them through? Am I hitting them too soft? How is it coming off the putter face? Is it starting on the line that I want? And you just kind of work your way around. This is a really, really good drill. Again, normally I miss, say, 2 or 3. I like 2. If I make all of them, I'm super happy and confident. But the other shots on this, just so you know, I've kind of fast forwarded it, but this, particularly on the putting, the way I do it, I really enjoy. So I went ahead and just, played it through as it happened naturally. The other ones, the shots you'll see on the range, I kind of fast forwarded some of those. This is generally a hard putt for me, straight downhill. Sometimes it has a little bit of movement to it. I have trouble with this side. So that's another thing. I tend to like to start with the putts that work well for me. So I started straight up, and then I moved to the right. So I enjoy right to left putts. So now we're getting near the end. So sometimes you can build pressure, right? So there's a little bit more of intensity in trying to make these, and these are the ones I struggle with. So saving these for last, I think, is good, right? It allows me to find myself under, I don't say artificial pressure, but, making it to where it's a little harder on myself. So this putt in particular right here is really hard, and you can kind of tell I kind of cast my wrist a little bit more when there's pressure. But again, I found ways to get away with it on these. So one more to go. Again, find yourself in a situation think of a hole, think of a putt you might have out there on the course, set yourself in that, go through your routine, and strike it. There you go. I made them. Okay. So the next thing I do is go to the range. Now, when I get on the range, I like to just do little short wedges. I'm not even trying to get off the front of the driving range. I've got a 58 degree there. You can see the white tipped club there on the club holder is my 56, and the other's my 48. So I'm just working through these scoring wedges, just soft, easy swings, looking at targets out there just on the driving range. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of a full swing, just working my way out to, say, 80, 75 yards. You know, just really trying to get a feel for it. I'm almost 50 now, so I have to kind of really warm up my body a little bit. I can't just go straight to swinging it like I used to. So now I've got the 56 out until the white grip, and I just moved to the 48. And this one I like to see if I'm pulling it. Sometimes I hit this club really well, and online, if I really get zoned in, I'm tugging it just a little bit. So I'm thinking now I've moved up to a 7-iron. So again, hitting a little bit further, just seeing where the ball's going. I'm not really trying to, it's not a range session, right? I'm not trying to learn anything. So one more up to the 6. I'm just trying to see where's the ball going, right? How is it moving for me? What kind of strike am I getting? Is my head staying still? Are my legs firing? Which way is it going? So I run through just a handful of shots on those. Again, just trying to warm up. And now I'm at 45 yards. So my main goal here was to get as close as I could to the hole, but stay left of the flag. Everything left of the flag was an uphill putt. I'll tend to do that on a course. If I know one side is an uphill putt, I try to favor that side. So I'm hitting some high, some low. There's some rough over there, so sometimes I'll put one on the edge. So I'm right on the edge of the first cut. And I think that one jumped on me out of that rough. So if I can get some out of nice grass and some out of a little bit of rough and just see how the ball's coming out. I'm a little uphill. I think I tried to flight this one, and I just tugged it really bad. But all in all, it feels pretty good. You know, the shots are coming off right at the flag where I want. That one really jumped on me. The lesson I did with Joel Thielen, I think, helped a lot. I can see right now I'm a little longer on my backswing than I should be from 45 yards. But now I move on to the bunker. So all of these, I'm hitting 8 balls, right? That's my go-to number. What I'm doing here is I'm drawing out something I do in bunkers just for practice. Obviously, I don't do this during a round. The line at the target is my target line, so that's going directly towards the hole. I lay the face pretty much, I'm not going to say wide open, but very open, right? And then I put my left foot on that baseline. Now, I'm swinging from outside in, so my shoulders and my upper body is going to go towards the direction of that 45 degree, right? So it just let me know I'm getting to the left. So I'm kind of cutting underneath the ball. So I hit these two, and then I decided to put this on the other side so maybe we could see how the ball... I messed up a little bit because I thought I was still going to be in the frame, but I wasn't. So sadly, we don't see me over there, but I got lucky on that one. It happened to go in. The next one actually just really, I air mill it over the flag. I think I got excited that I hold one, so it goes long. But the idea is I get in there and I like to try to cut the ball out of the bunker. I want it to get out and spin right if I can. I typically don't hook any bunker shots because I have the club face laid open so much. So I want to see if I can generate some speed and spin. So that's the biggest thing I could think that you want to work with bunker shots is you have to lay the face open and accelerate, like really, really accelerate. So when I'm hitting these shots, I'm trying to see, depending on the sand type, the firmness, like how much do I need to accelerate? How much do I have to get through the ball to get it where I want to go? I saved a handful of balls, so now I'm just going to hit a couple drivers. Again, just trying to see which way is the ball. Is it going right today? Is it going left? What does that look like? All right. I don't think I really liked either one of those, but it told me most of my shots were going left, so let's go. My guys are already on the tee, so I'm a little late for my tee time. I think filming this took me a little while longer. So this is my last drill. I enjoy this drill because it's the same putt, right? So I get my same 8 balls, I line them up in a row, and I start hitting each putt. So it should be the same putt, and just the further back I get, the break gets slightly larger, slightly uphill. So as you start to get further back, it's a really good, well, first it helps you see balls go in the hole, right? I like to see putts drop, especially before the first tee. So if I can find my way to make all of these, man, I mean, it's going to be so great, because on the first green, if I have, whatever it is for birdie or par, I'm highly confident, right? I've seen a lot of balls go in. Like I said, I'm kind of burning through this one pretty quickly, so I don't think I've finished very strong. The guys are, on the tee looking at me, and sometimes I feel bad if I'm filming that I'm, holding anybody up. So, but you get the point where this is a really good drill to do just before you tee off. You like to see putts drop, and if you keep them all in a row, you'd be surprised how many times you can make these, even all the way back to almost 20 feet, you could just make them straight in a row. And it really helps build confidence, and it gets you a good idea of how the greens are rolling and what the movement is. So, well, thanks for watching this. I really hope you enjoyed it. This is how a +3, as of right now, warms up for his rounds. Other things I do pre-round, I tend to observe the 12-hour rule. I know a lot of you guys don't. 12-hour being if I'm out with my wife or friends, if I'm teeing it off at 8 a.m., I stop drinking at 8 p.m. So that helps me stay hydrated, drink a lot of hot, fluids in the morning. Next up, be sure to look out for Looking for a Fourth. Can't wait to see you guys. Thanks a lot.